Been a while, but I'm updating the Chevelle. I didn't plan on doing one yet, but been kind of itching to do one, and I've gotten a lot done lately with in between my last updates. Been posting a little bit here and there on Instagram and Facebook, but wanted to do a video rundown. It's just gonna be a quick little one shot, no edit, no music, nothing like that. So LS is in for good. Intake coils, valve covers, all that's set up. Push rods are in. Everything's timed. I don't have the crank pulley on yet, but a couple things I still need to do. I'm going to pull the water pump back off. I'm going to drill right here and feed this coolant bypass into it. Then I need a different thermostat housing and thermostat. I got a eBay dipstick. Actually really nice billet piece, braided, nice cable. Got spark plugs in, spark plug wires. Headers are just on for mock-up. I don't have the gaskets in. And that's because I've been doing exhaust. So this is what I ended up with. I think it's going to be pretty good. Definitely going to be pretty hot, but there's tons of room everywhere. I'll be able to wrap everything. Then there'll be heat shield on both sides of the trans tunnel, and really shouldn't be too bad. So seat placement on this side is going to be a little more difficult, but that's all right. Just the passenger. So it'll be V-banded here, and then it's going to drop down a little bit. And I think I'm going to do the muffler in here, and then it'll come out right about there somewhere. So pretty stoked with that. Got the O2 sensor mocked up. It's a little bit of a degree. Everywhere recommends to put it at a little bit of a degree. It should get both of the exhaust tubes there. Hopefully that's a decent placement. I'm glad that I went this way instead of doing duals, because I was able to pick up the O2 sensor in a single location, pulling from both banks. I could have added another wideband, but roughly $100, $200 to add another wideband, and then I'm tying up another input, and I want to keep some inputs open for future improvements. So really started wiring. All this will be cleaned up and look way better, but just kind of mocking everything up, still trying to figure out where to place everything. Fuel line kind of ended up in the middle. I didn't really want to do that, but I didn't really want to run anywhere under the car either. So up the middle, and it's on the other side of the exhaust, so that'll be good. It'll all be tied up once I get some metal in here. I started a little bit on interior metal, and then I'll seam seal all this. I'll probably have to notch these for seat belts. But yeah, so I've got the dash mocked up, wiring mocked up. Got a kill switch over there, my switch panel. Fuel system's pretty much ready to go. I gotta wire some stuff in. I've got feed, fuel filter, and then return, flex fuel sensor, sending unit, and then fuel pump to wire up. Battery mounted, grounds added, and then I also added kill switch. So I don't know which way is which. I have to figure it out. I'll just have it mocked up. But that'll be the main kill power for the battery. And then, so that'll be pretty much left on all the time. And then this is going to be my interior kill. So it's a pretty trick little switch. Just push it in to kill everything, turn it to start. And then this is my ignition panel. So that's going to be start, or ignition power. So that'll put ignition power over to there. Starter, and then accessory. And then I have one switch left open that I'm probably going to put my interior fans on. Everything else is wired through either the Holley or battery / ignition power on the fuse panel. So, pretty cool. That solenoid's going to be the one powering that switch. So that switch will power that solenoid, which will then connect from this switch to the battery. And that's a 100 amp solenoid, should be fine. The alternator is 105. It's right on the edge of being okay, but I think it'll be fine. If not, easy fix, easy change. So, yeah, just want to give a quick update. The next video I wanted to do, I wanted it to be running, but as everyone knows, everything always takes a little bit longer, figuring out different parts, and I want to be pretty well set up to start. Exhaust was real big because I needed an O2 sensor to be able to start and run. I really want to get my radiator mocked up, hoses in, coolant, water in it, and go from there, just to be able to let it heat cycle and not have to immediately shut it off. So, and I definitely didn't want to be running an open header, but yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Really been kicking it at the wiring and trying to get everything figured out and sorted out. I don't really want to run the truck intake, but it makes decent power for what it is. All the dynos runs and stuff that people are doing prove how good it is. But I'm just going to run it for a while. Figure that out later if I want to do an LS1 or 6 intake. Pretty expensive right now, so yeah, that's I think that's about it for all the updates. Hopefully the next video I post, it'll be running, unless something's majorly wrong with the bottom end. Top end's good, machine shop heads and new valve job and all that stuff. So we should be good there. Who knows? I could have messed it all up. But yeah, pretty happy with the exhaust. Thought about pulling it back off and welding it all up tonight, but it's pretty cold and I'm pretty tired because I get up at 4:30 every day. But that's it for the updates. Let me know if you want to see anything specifically, any of the wiring, anything like that. So let me know. Later.